everyone, welcome to Gurudev Banking Academy. I am Deepika. In previous videos, we have seen the part 1 and part 2 of percentage, which are frequently asked questions from that topic, right? So in today's session, we will be solving the next part of that, which is percentage part 3. So so it is the continuation of the part 1 and part 2, guys. Okay. So in today's session, whatever we are learning, it is just if you want to understand better, please watch my previous video so that it will be clear for everyone. I hope it is clear for everyone. Yes. Okay. So let's start with the questions. In previous class, I have given homework questions, right? So I hope you are ready with that questions. So those who are done with the questions, please keep ready the notes. Okay. So let's start with the questions. So see guys, these questions already we have discussed in the part 1 and part 2. Am I right? Yes. So these questions which I have given in part 2 as a homework, right? So this is the question number 11 which I have given as a homework in the previous class. Okay. So continuation for that. So in today's class, let's begin with these questions. Okay. Yes. So the question is, see, the question is based on the income and expenditure only, right? So those who have not watched my video, please go through that videos and come back. Okay. So the question number 11 is what it is. See, Mr. A spends 78% of his monthly income. Okay. So already we have discussed in the previous class. If I assume income as 100%, okay, in that income, how much they have spent? 78% of his income has already spent. Yes. Out of 100, 78% is spent, in the sense how much left. So whatever 22% is left, isn't it the savings? Yes. Yes. So out of 100%, if I assume that my income is 100%, in that income, 78% already spent. So leftover is how much? Only 22% has left. Yes. So next one, if his annual savings is 22,440. Try to understand, in case of this, annual savings, how much they are saying? In case of this, according to the question, annual savings is 22,440. Okay. So annual savings, whatever this, according to the question they have given, this savings, according to the question they are saying, it is 22,440. Is it clear? Yes. Next. Okay. Then what we need to find is monthly income for that Mr. A, how much it is, that we need to find out. Okay. So the question mark is, we don't know what is the total income of Mr. A, that we need to find out. Is it clear? Yes. Now understand guys, according to the given condition, whatever the savings they have given, that savings for annual. Okay. And the question they are asking for the monthly income. Okay. Just try to understand, when the question is asking for monthly income, so do we take that monthly savings, right? Is it clear? Just think of once. If savings is of annual, if the question is directly annual income, if he is asking to find us, then directly would have taken this value only. But the question is monthly income. If the question is based on monthly income, in the sense, what major thing what we can do, I will just take the savings of month, right? In a month, how much they will be saving, that we have to find. Yes. So to get that value, what we will do? Just divide this savings with by 12, because 1 year is equals to 12 months, in the sense, if I want to calculate per month savings, what we'll do? 22,440 upon 12. Is it clear guys? Yes. Next, that means according to the question, if this is the annual savings, if I do by 12, now isn't it the monthly savings? So whatever that we got, it is a monthly savings of Mr. A. Is it clear? Yes. Now, according to the question, if monthly saving is this much, in the sense, as you know, in my previous classes, what we have done, directly we can link this according to us, whatever it is there. Yes, if I assume that income as 100%, how much savings we are getting? It is 22%, right? So this 22% is according to me, in the sense, according to the question, directly can I link? Yes. Next, according to the question, what they are saying, we have to find the monthly income. Yes. Now, what we have assumed, monthly income we have assumed as 100%. So this 100% is how much that we have to find out. Is it clear? Yes. Now see guys, in the previous classes already know how to calculate these type of the question. Okay. Now directly if you want, you can do it. But since it is a by 12 is there, better cross multiply, that already you know, right? Directly if I can cancel, I can just cross multiply here. 22 into x is equals to 22,440 upon 12 into 100. Okay, further if I simplify, 22 ones are 0, then 22 twos are 44, then again it is 0. Again just cancel with 12 table. 12 how many times it is? 12 8s are, how much it is? 96. So 12 8s are, guys, one thing, you can do this way, right? Okay, 1020. Yes. So 4 3s are, 4 25s are, then 3 table 3 3s are, then 3 4s are 0. Okay. Further if I see 340 into 25. 340 into 25. Okay. See guys, you can directly multiply, or you just split this 25 as a 20 plus 5. Okay, there are many methods to multiply. These type of numbers. Okay, if it is 25, I can take 100 by 4. That is the one thing. Okay, so if I replace this 25 as 100 upon 4, because the 100 upon 4 will give us how much? Isn't it the 25? Yes. If I divide this, my calculation will be easy. So 4 8s are 32. Then 20 is left, 4 5s are, which means 85 into 100. So 85 into 100 in the sense totally how much we got? 8500. Isn't it? So the final answer for this question is, okay, so 8500 in the sense it is how much? Isn't it the none of this? Is it clear? Yes. So those who got the answer for this, just go through this. I hope it is clear for everyone. Okay? Yes. So let's take next question, which I have given as a homework. Okay? In case of this question, I hope you have done this question. If not, just analyze this question. What mistakes you are doing, just go through this. Is it clear? Yes. And this one question is based on the marks. In the previous class, already we have that in the second part of percentage. We have discussed income based as well as the marks based questions. Am I right? Yes. Along with that, in today's class, this is the one of the example which I have given, right? That we will solve now. Okay? Now see. In an examination, Shravan scored 20 marks more than Mahesh. So if I rewrite this as an equation, the Shravan scored 20 marks more than Mahesh. In the sense, do we know exactly how much Mahesh is scored? We don't know, right? So if I rewrite this sentence as the equation, so what I'll be getting here, the Shravan, how many marks he is getting? 20 marks more than Mahesh, isn't it? Yes. Since I don't know what is the score of Mahesh, I'll take the Mahesh score as it is M. So 20 plus M. Is it clear? Yes. Next. Mahesh scored 30 marks more than Vinay. Okay. According to the next question, the next sentence, what we are getting? Mahesh scored 30 marks more than Vinay. Is it clear? I hope it is clear for everyone. Next. Vikram scored 120 marks. Now see, in case of this, Vinay we are having as well as Vikram, right? To differentiate, I'll just write down Vikram as VK. Okay. So Vikram scored 120 marks. Try to understand here. He is not scored exactly 120 marks. Now just try to understand. In case of this, continuation is there. Vikram scored 120 marks, which is 10 marks less than that scored by Vinay. Okay. Now whatever the Vinay score is there. Okay. Whatever the Vinay score. Okay. We have taken Vinay as V, right? So whatever the Vinay score is there, right? To that score, how many marks it is less? 10 marks it is less, he is saying. So do we know exactly how much Vinay scored? That we don't know. So that you just keep as it is. Okay. Or else see. Whatever the score of Vinay is there, to that score, 10 marks it is less, he is saying. So can I take this as a 130 marks? Just try to understand here. Just try to understand. If I compare this Vinay marks with the Vikram marks, how much difference we are getting? Isn't it the 10 marks difference? Okay. If not, just go through once again the sentence. Vikram scored 120 marks. This marks is 10 marks less than that scored by Vinay. Is it clear? So if I take Vinay as 130 marks, to that 130 marks, 10 marks less in the sense how much it is? Isn't it the 120? Yes. So it's tallying, right? Next, Mukund scored 40 marks less than the maximum marks of the examination. Okay. So in case of this, again, Mahesh and Mukund is there. And guys, one more thing. In case of exam C, he will not take the different names, in the sense which are starting with the same letter, in the sense in case of exams. So wantedly the examiner will take the similar letter, whatever it is name starting with that. Is it clear? Okay. Now in case of this, what do you say? Already Mahesh's we have taken M, right? So now just take the Mukund as MK. Yes. Now what is the condition here? Mukund scored 40 marks less than the maximum marks. So if I observe here, do we know the maximum marks? We don't know. Okay. What are the maximum marks are there? To that marks, how many less what they are saying? 40 marks less. For example, if I take maximum marks as 200. So 200 minus 40 will be whatever we will get, right? That 160 is the marks of Mukund. But we don't know actually what is the maximum marks. I consider it as maximum minus 40. Is it clear? Yes. Next. In case of the next sentence, what he is saying? Mukund got 30 marks more than Shravan. Okay. Mukund got 30 marks more than Shravan. Okay. As of now, we don't know how much the Shravan is getting, right? So if we know Shravan's marks, then to that 30 more will be the Mukund marks. Is it clear? Yes. Further, if I see, what they are asking is maximum marks of the examination is question mark. Okay. In case of this, totally 2 blanks are there. So whatever the first option or second option, that we have to find out. Okay. The one thing is we need to find the maximum marks of the examination, and Mukund scored dash percentage of maximum marks, that we have to find. Okay. The comparison of the Mukund marks out of total marks, that we need to find out. Okay. Next, that which of the following options satisfy the blanks respectively, that we have to find out. Okay. Now according to the given condition, we have only this much data. Is it clear? Now see. So just see. Vikram as well as Vinay marks are exactly we know, right? Yes. Now Vinay's score is 130 in the sense. What can be the Mahesh score here? If I substitute here Vinay marks here, 130 plus 30 will give us how much? Isn't it the 160? Yes. So in case of this, Mahesh score we got, which is 160. Clear? Next. Once we know the Mahesh rank marks, which is 160. If I substitute here, so Shravan, whatever the 20 marks more they are seeing, right? If the score of Mahesh is 160 in the sense, 160 plus 20 will be how much? Isn't it the 180? Yes. So finally, if I observe here, so we got the marks of Shravan. Okay. So we got the marks of Shravan, which is 180. Along with this, Mahesh marks we got, which is 160. And Vikram marks we got, which is 120. As well as Vinay marks we got, which is 130. Okay. So by this, now in case of this, okay, Mukund, whatever the score is there, 30 more than Shravan. Is it clear? Yes. Now what is the score of Shravan? Isn't it the 180? Yes. If Shravan's marks are 180 in the sense, what will be the Mukund score here? So 30 plus 180. Okay. Isn't it 210? Yes. Okay. So Mukund score we got finally, which is 210 marks. Next. Once we know that Mukund marks, what they are saying? To the maximum marks, it is 40 less they are saying. Okay. Mukund's marks, whatever 210 we are getting, for the maximum marks, it is 40 less they are saying. If you want, you just substitute this 210 in case of Mukund marks. Or else just try to analyze here. Okay. If 210 is the score of Mukund, minus 40 if I shift, how much I will be getting? Plus 40, which is nothing but 210 plus 40 will be how much? Isn't it the 250? So finally we got the maximum marks as how much? It is 250. Is it clear, guys? Okay. So finally we got the maximum marks as 250. So which is required first blank. Okay. See, in case of this, if I observe here, options if I observe here, directly I can take that third is the right option. But in case of this, what happens? See, both 1 and 2 they are saying. Once we got the 250 marks, I can say directly the option is third, but we need to check it here. Okay. That also we will do. But in case of this, both 1 and 2 they are saying here 84 and 100. So whatever the 84 and 100, which is the first blank, in the sense it should be of maximum marks, right? But in case of this, how much maximum marks we are getting? It is 250 marks. Is it clear? Yes. Next, since what the question is saying, Mukund scored dash percentage of maximum marks. So what is the score of Mukund? The score of Mukund is 210 out of 250. So according to the question, we have to find that percentage out of maximum marks. So what is the maximum marks here? Isn't it 250? Yes. 210 minus 250 into 100. Okay, this 0 will get cancelled. 25 ones are, 25 fours are. So 21 into 4. Finally, how much we will be getting? 84%. Isn't it? So maximum marks for this we are getting as 250, as well as the percentage, the second blank we are getting, which is 84. Is it clear, guys? I hope it is clear for everyone. If not, you just revise once again, guys. Okay? Just go through sentence by sentence, then it will be very easy. It seems very lengthy, the question, but the data is we are having in plant, right? We have much data here. So whatever the sentence they have given, just go through one by one and just analyze and do it once again. Is it clear? I hope it is clear for everyone. Those who got the option third, it is the right answer. Okay? So these are the questions we have given as a homework. Next, move on to the next questions, which is the 13th question. So in today's session, we'll start with the new concept with from this question number 13. Is it clear? Yes. Now see, in case of percentage, almost almost few concepts we have done in part 1 and part 2. Along with this, in today's session, we are solving few more concepts. Is it clear? So let's start now. Okay. So in case of this question, see, the comparison of percentages they are given. Okay. For example, if I start with the example, if I take A and B, okay, if I say A's salary is 20% more than B, try to understand here. If I say A's salary is 20% more than B, so what you will write actually? 20% more than B. Is it here? If I observe here, we don't know what is the B's marks here, B's salary. Am I right? So if I consider in case of percentage, B as 100%. Okay. Now what about this? For this 100, we should get the 20% of that. Now what is the 20% of 100? 20% of 100 is 20. That 20 extra is the salary of A person, which means 100 plus 20 will give us 120. Is it clear? I'll repeat once again. The salary of A is 20% more than B. So isn't it 100 and 120? So if I simplify, definitely I'll be getting the ratio only. Okay. Next, if the sentence is A's salary is 20% as much as B. Okay. If I say A's salary is 20% as much as B. Okay. So try to understand. In case of this, what I'm saying, A's salary is 20% more than B, I'm saying, right? So because of that reason, I'm adding here. If I say lesser in the sense, 200, I'll be deducting that 20. It is 100 minus 20 will be 80. But in case of this, A's salary is 20% as much as B. If I consider B as 100, okay. Now what is the 20% of 100? 20% of 100 will be how much? Isn't it the 20? Yes. Now that whatever the 20% of B's salary we are getting, only that much is the salary of A. Okay, just try to compare this and this, guys. Okay, in case of this, more or less to the present value we have to add as well as we have to subtract based on the condition. And in case of this, what we are doing, A's salary is as much 20% as much as B. If that they are saying exactly how much it is there, that we have to take. Is it clear? I hope it is clear for everyone. So based on this logic, right, just try to solve this question number 13. Is it clear? Yes. Now what they are saying, P invested 120% as much as money as Q. Okay. Now whatever the investment of P is there, the 120% of Q they have invested. Whatever the Q is there, that we don't know, right? So whatever, suppose Q, if I take 100%, now 100%, 120% of 100 will be how much? If it is 120, That means P invested direct exactly 120. But further if I see, again the Q person's investment is compared with the next person. Let us see here. So Q invested 70% as much money as R. Okay. Whatever the money of Q is there, it is 70% of R. Try to understand guys here. The P is compared with the Q and the Q value is compared with the R, which means in this totally I can take the R value as 100%. Is it clear? Because R is not compared with separately, it is not compared with again yes or T. Is it clear? Just try to understand here. If I assume R value is 100%, now just come back here. What is the 70% of R? 70% of 100, which is 70, right? So which means, what is the amount invested by Q? Isn't it the 70? Yes. Next, similarly, and try to understand. They have not told like more or less. What they are saying, they are just saying whatever the amount they have invested, to that percentage they have invested. So directly I can take that amount. If he says more or less, then I would have added to 100. Okay, 100 plus 70 or 100 minus some value. Is it clear? Try to understand this difference. Next, if the Q invested 70 rupees according to me, now how much the P is invested? P invested 120% of Q. Okay, now can I take like this? 120% of 70. Percentage, 2 zeros are cancelled, in the sense how much we left? 12 sevens are 84. Is it clear? So finally we got P as 84. Okay, finally we got, according to me, P invested 84 rupees and Q invested 70 rupees and R invested 100 rupees. Is it clear? Once we get this, just try to take it in terms of ratio. If you want to just cancel out this, otherwise we can take directly. Okay, so as you know, P, Q, R. Okay, so finally we will be getting ratio here, right? Just cancel out here so that the calculation part will be easy for everyone. Okay, so here how much I'll be getting? 84, and Q according to me it is 70 and R according to me it is 100. Is it clear? Yes. Further if I simplify, just cancel out this with the 2 table, right? So 2 4s are 2 2s are, then 2 35s are, then 2 50. Is it clear? If I observe further here, 42, 35 and 50 will not cancel with anything. If not, you just keep as it is. If it get cancelled, in the sense further you have to cancel it. Okay, do not worry guys. If you keep as it is also, you will get the answer. Okay, so only thing is, if I cancel it, the cancellation part will be easy. Now according to me here, P is invested 42 rupees, Q invested 35 and R invested 50. Is it clear? Next, now what they're saying, the total of all the three is 1,27,000. Okay, now if you go through my previous video, already we have discussed, right? Now whatever this 1,27,000 amount they have given, this is for all the 3 persons, right? Now according to me, what is the total we are getting? Which is 42 plus 35 plus 50. Okay, according to me. Okay, so 42 plus 35 plus 50, how much we will be getting? Isn't it 127? Just check it, guys. See, 2 plus 5 is 7. Then it is 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 plus 5 is 12. Which means it is totally we are getting 127. Is it clear? Yes. 127. It is according to me. According to the question, they are saying it is 1,27,000. Okay, fine. Next, how much debt Q invested? According to the question, what we have to find? The amount invested by Q. Now according to me, how much the Q has invested? Q has invested 35, right? So this 35, if it is according to me, in the sense, according to the question, it is how much that we have to find out. Is it clear? Now see, as you know, 127, how many times it goes? 1000 times. So similarly, if I multiply the 1000 for this 35, how much it is? So finally we will be getting the value of Q, which is 35 into 1000, which is 35,000. Is it clear, guys? So finally, the amount invested by Q we are getting, which is 35,000. See, once you are perfect with the ratio, whatever the questions they are asking, we can find out. Okay, so in case of this, they are asking Q in the sense directly you take according to you how much the Q value, or if they say P amount, then take P is 42, then directly if we take 42 here, we'll get the P invested amount. Okay, or else if they asked difference between P and Q, suppose if they asked what is the amount difference between P and Q, as we know the ratio 42 and 35, what is the difference we are getting? It is 7. That 7 if we take it here, so the difference amount between P and Q, we will get it as 7,000. Is it clear? Yes. I hope it is clear for everyone. These type of the questions also they are asking in all the competitive exams, guys. Okay? Yes. Try to analyze this once again. I hope it is clear for everyone. So next, move on to the next question, which is question number 14. Yes. Now, in case of this question, again it is based on the income. This is also one of the important question, guys. Okay, this pattern also they are asking in recent exams. Okay, yes. Now just go through this question here. Suraj spent 24% of his monthly income on rent. Okay, now see, if I see what they are saying, 20% of the remaining amount they have spent on food. Okay, so this is the one of the concept, guys. In case of this, if you are aware about this percentage, in case of percentage topic, whatever the initial value is there, okay, whatever the initial value is there, if it is the successive changes are going, right, in the sense successive changes are happening in the sense, hope you know this, what we can do, 100 plus x upon 100, so I can take it as a x1 into 100 plus x2 upon 100, and it goes on. Finally, if I multiply this everything, we will be getting the value of final. Okay, so just try to understand here. So one concept is there in percentage. Okay, for example, if I take in 2010, there is a population of 2 lakh in one village. Okay, next year in 2020, the population has increased by 10%. Okay, again, see, just try to understand here. The 10% they have increased in the sense, the 10% of 2 lakhs we will be taking, right? So based on that previous value only we are considering here. So there is a chances of increment or decrement. So whatever it is a successively it is coming. In the sense it is continuation is there. Okay? They are not saying in 2010, otherwise 2000 something. They are not saying. Okay? So in 2010, if the population is 2 lakhs, they may say, in case of 2020, there is an increment of 10%. So similarly, if I take a gap of 10 years constant, in case of 2030, the population will be that. Okay, that type of the equations will be there, right? In case of that, initial value will place, okay, if initial value is there, so to that initial value only, increment or decrement we will be doing, right? So finally, if I multiply, I will be getting here final value. Now, if they say increment, in the sense you just take it as a plus, or if it is a decrement, we will be taking as a minus. Okay, if anybody doesn't know, you just go through this. Okay, otherwise if you know, if you are aware about this, then it is easy for you guys. Okay, yes. Now in case of this, guys, just try to understand here, whatever the condition, why I am applying here, in the sense the remaining word they have given. Okay, in the sense, if my income is 100%, in case of 100%, if I am spending 25% food, in the sense, how much part is left? 75% is left. This 75% is the remaining amount. Okay, but in case of this question, the question what they are asking is, try to understand. If my income is 100%, 25% of the income I have spent it on food. Okay, from the remaining amount, from the remaining they are saying, from the remaining, in the sense, out of this 75%, again 10% I have spent on some another things, which means whatever the 75% is there, to that we have to link it, guys. Okay, because of that remaining word. If the remaining word is not there, in the sense, directly I would have taken out of 100%, 25% for the food, and next any miscellaneous things are there, to that they will take directly. Is it clear? I hope it is clear for everyone. Now in case of this, based on this question, since it is remaining, just try to understand here. Now what they are saying, 24% they have spent. Try to understand, guys. 24% they have spent in the sense 100 minus 24, right? Now, just as you know, in my previous classes, already we have discussed about the percentage, right? So, percentage to fraction numbers everyone knows. So, using that concept only we will be doing now. Now, do we know according to the question initial value? We don't know. So, take as it is the initial value. Next. Now, 24% they have spent. Now, just guys try to do it here, the fraction part. 24%. If you don't know 24% as a fraction, just try to take it as a 24 upon 100. Okay. Further, if I simplify, 4 6 are 425. Am I right? Yes. As you know, in my previous classes, already we have discussed about the fraction concept, right? This 25 will be the total, and in that total, already the 6 rupees they have spent. Isn't it? Yes. Now, in case of this question, if I assume 25 is the total amount, the 6 indicates already they have spent. Okay, 6 rupees already they have spent, in the sense how much it is left. Isn't it the 19 rupees they have left? Yes. Okay, just try to understand. If not, you just go through my previous classes, guys. Okay, to better understand this fraction part. Okay, next. Similarly, whatever this amount is there, right? If I calculate here, I'll get some part of remaining amount here. To that remaining part, next what they are saying, 20% of the remaining on food. On food, how much part they have spent? 20% they have spent. Now, what is 20%? 20% is it nothing but the 1 upon 5. Is it clear? Yes. If total is 5, then for food, how many rupees they have spent? Out of 5, 1 rupees they have spent, in the sense what is left here? Isn't it the 4 rupees? Yes. Next. Similarly, out of the remaining income. Now, if I calculate here, I'll get some amount which is the remaining. To that remaining, he spent 30% on studies. Okay. So, 30% on studies, right? So, 30% in the sense, what is the fraction of 30%? Isn't it the 3 by 10? Yes. If total is 10 rupees, in the sense, 3 rupees they have spent. 3 rupees they have spent, in the sense, how much left? Isn't it the 7 rupees? Yes. So, which means out of 10, 3 rupees they have spent on studies, in the sense 7 rupees are left. Okay. Further, if I see, now he spent 25% of the remaining income on camping. Okay. So, 25% they have spent on camping. Yes, 25% as a fraction is how much? It is 1/4. Okay. So, same way, take here, out of 4, how much part they have spent on camping? 1 rupee they have spent. Now, how much left here? So, 4 minus 1, in the sense it is how much? 3 has left. Okay. So, that all the money they have spent and left over is this much. Now, based on the question, and he left with 6,384. I hope it is clear for everyone now. So, finally, the value, whatever the 6,384 is given, that is the remaining. Because of that, all the things, whatever the fractions it is there, right? To that fraction, remaining part we have done. Is it clear? I hope it is clear for everyone. So, if I simplify here, I will be getting here initial value. Okay. So, next, see, what is the question they are asking? They are asking the question that find the monthly income of Suraj. Okay. So, that means we have to find the monthly income of Suraj, which is the initial value that we have to find out. Is it clear? Now, just concentrate on the calculation part so that we will get the answer here. See, guys, one more thing. Based on this question, there are many methods. Okay. So, there are many methods to solve these type of questions. Okay. So, to better understand, follow this one method. So, it is easy to understand also. Okay. Now, just calculate here. 4 and 4 will get cancelled, right? So, next, if I see further here, okay, just cancel out this with the 3 table. 3 2s are, 3 1s are, 3 2s are 6 and 3 8s are 24. Clear? Next with the 7 table, 7 3s are 0 and 7 4s are 28. Is it clear? Just try to understand the cancellation, or else if whatever method you know, you just cancel out here. Nothing is there. Next, further if I simplify here, 19. Okay, cancel out this with the 19 table. 19 ones are 19, and how much it is left? 114, right? Okay, see, 19 ones are 19. So 30 minus 19 will be 11. So which is 114. Okay. If I observe here 19, how many times it is 114? Isn't it the 6th table? Yes, 19 6 are. 19 6 are, it is 114. Yes, finally all the numerator part is cancelled here. So finally what we are getting? Initial value, whatever it is there, you just write down. Yes, initial value is equals to 16 into this, everything we just cross multiply here, 25 into 5 into 10. Yes. So finally we just multiply this here. And one more thing, as you know, whenever we are getting multiplication with 25 and 5, you can replace this as 25. See guys, 25 I can replace as 100 by 4. Then 5 I can replace as 10 by 2. And this 10 as it is. Okay. To calculate this answer very in easiest manner, right? You can take this 25 as 100 by 4 and 5 as 10 by 2. So the calculation will be very easy, guys. So here it is how much? 4 2s are 8. 4 2s are 8 in the sense 8 2s are 16. Next, everything is cancelled out, right? So finally we are left with 100 into 10 into 10 into 2 will be how much? Isn't it the 20,000? So the calculation part will be here easy, right? So finally we got the answer as option second, which is 20,000. Is it clear? Yes. This is also one of the important concept, guys. Please go through this once again. Okay. So finally the answer for this question is 20,000. Okay. So shall we move on to the next question? So next question. Let's continue with the question number 15, guys. Okay. So this is also one of the important question they are asking in all the competitive exams, guys. Okay. Just try to understand this concept. So what they are saying, in case of this question, Divya spent 30% and 25% of her monthly salary on food and rent respectively. Now try to understand here. In case of previous question, which is question number 14, remaining word was given, right? Because of that reason, I have used that initial value and successfully changes whatever it is happening that we have done. But in case they have this question, what they are saying, if I assume 100% is the salary, right? If I assume the total salary is 100%, in case of this, on food and rent, okay, how much she has spent? Divya spent on food, it is 30%, and for the rent, she has spent 25%. Okay, try to understand here. They are not saying 30% of food, the 30% of salary is spent on food, and remaining they have spent on remaining 25% of remaining amount they have spent on rent. They have not said. Okay, directly they are saying out of 100%, 30% they have spent for food and they have spent for rent, it is 25%. Is it clear? Yes. Next, if I say here next, of the remaining amount, in case of this, of the remaining amount in the sense 30 and 25, already they have together, they have spent, right? 30 and 25, which is how much? In case of this, almost see, the 55% she has spent. Out of 100, 55% is spent in the sense, what is the remaining amount there she has left? Okay, the remaining amount she has left. Isn't it 100 minus 55 will be 45%? Yes. Okay, just try to understand here. Already she has spent 55% of her income. In the sense 45% is left. Okay. Now further if I say, she gave 20% and 40% to her mother and brother respectively. Okay. In case of this remaining amount, she is giving for brother and mother. Okay. So for mother she has given 20% in the sense. For brother, how much she has given? 40%. Is it clear? Yes. Okay. If the difference between the amount received by her brother and amount spent on rent is 1,309. See, according to the question, whatever the condition they have given, this 1,309, it is the difference amount of what? Brother and the amount spent on rent. Is it clear? Now try to understand here. Now whatever this 45% is remaining amount left, right? In case of this 45%, she has given only 20% to mother as well as 40% to brother. Is it clear? Now can I say 20% of 45, which is how much? Since 20% is 1 by 5 fraction, so 5 how many times it goes? Isn't it 9? Similarly, 40% of 45. So 40%, if I convert in terms of fraction, which is 2 upon 5 into 45. So 5 9s are, in the sense 9 2s are, it is how much? 18. Is it clear? Which means whatever the remaining amount is left, in that remaining amount, she has given 9 rupees to mother as well as 18 rupees to brother. Is it clear, guys? Yes. Now, according to the question, whatever the difference they have given, 1309. This is the difference between what? Difference between the amount given to her brother as well as the amount spent on rent. Now, according to us, to the brother she has given 18 rupees, isn't it? Yes. 18 rupees she has given to brother, in the sense, how much part she has given to for her rent, how much she has given? For rent she has given 25. Now, 25 rupees she has given for rent, as well as 18 rupees she has given to brother, in the sense, what is the amount difference we are getting? Amount difference, guys. So amount difference, how much we are getting? 25 minus 18 will be how much? Isn't it 7? Okay. So 25 minus 18, it is 7. This, according to me, this difference is 7. According to the question, how much they are saying? It is 1309. Is it clear? Further, if I say, what is the question they are asking? Then find the amount spent by her on food. Yes. According to the question, we want to find the amount spent on food. Yes. How much she has spent on food? Isn't it 30% according to us? Yes. This 30%, if it is according to us, in the sense, according to the question, it is how much that we have to find. Is it clear? So calculate this. As you know, 7 ones are 7. In the sense, 13 minus 7 is, it's how much it is? 60, right? Yes. Now 60 left, in the sense, 7 8s are 56. Now 4 left, in the sense, 7 9s are 49. Which means 7 into 189 will give us 1309, in the sense, the same number if I multiply for 30, which is, we'll get the final answer for amount spent on food, which is how much? 30 into 189, which is 189. Is it clear? That is what we will get the final answer. So it is 0, 189 3 times. So 3 9s are 27, 3 8s are 24, 24 plus 2 is 26, right? 3 1s are, then 3 plus 2 will be 5670. Is it clear? So finally we got the amount she has spent for food. It is how much? 5670, which means the right option for this question is what? Option 3, which is 5670. Is it clear? I hope it is clear for everyone, guys. See, these are the questions which they are asking in all the competitive exams, guys. So the few concepts I have taught you here. So please practice on those concepts. Okay. So yes, I hope it is clear for everyone. Okay. See, if you are not understanding certain concept, please revise the video and just watch it once again. Is it clear? So here is the percentage topic conclusion, in the sense, almost the concepts I have discussed here. So in case of next video, okay. So see, this is the topic where we are concluding this percentage of part 3. Okay. So practice on these questions. Based on this, we just practice few more questions. Okay. So in case of next class, in the sense, in upcoming classes, I am just starting with the ages concept. So please go through that my wages concept. Okay. So this is the last session on percentage topic. So next session will start with ages concept. Okay. Please go through that ages concept also, guys. So see you in the next class. Thank you.